That was just too weird. All right. So, what we got here? I gotta turn off that for now. And here we go. Oof. All right, folks. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the lustrous thing called procrastination. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here on the screen. I got a couple things going on at the moment. Um, Everybody knows what procrastination is. Procrastination is the idea of putting something off until the time can get done. Okay, turn my other thing off. Apparently, I got my mic just right. So, yeah, I am a horrible, horrible procrastinator. I mean, just horrible. The idea that I can procrastinate to the nth degree on certain things. You can ask some of my friends and all that. Where if I'm not at work doing something, when I'm at home, I tend to be a little lax on things, and it's all about procrastination. I mean, everybody does it. Everybody enjoys it. We all know what it could do to you and everything. But I also, in this case, promised to get some reviews going. I mean, I've done reviews on my Twitch channel. I've done reviews on, when I'm playing certain games and everything, but I never actually really talked about any reviews. So what we're going to do is we're going to review two things. One is from an associate of mine that I've assisted on occasion. I've seen him several times at different types of conventions and everything, from pop culture conventions to horror conventions. Things like Crypticon Seattle, and I think he's had a table at Emerald City Comic Con. I'm not sure exactly on that one. But yeah, no, he's a really neat, really sweet guy. I would recommend getting this and reading. And what this is oh, that's a bad position for that, isn't it? All right, let's move this to here. Yes, there we go. So, what this is a guy. The author is his name is Matt Dinneman, and he wrote a series called Dungeon Crawlers Carl series. He's written several other stuff. He's written a kaiju series. I think only 3 books in that run. He written his first novel I saw was about a thing in Arizona. He was writing a horror story that happened in Arizona where he used to live, and he doesn't live there anymore, as far as I know. I still keep in contact with him and see him on occasion. But yes, so I'm not a fast reader by any stretch of the means. When it comes to reading books, when it comes to reading anything, I am a precise and very focused reader in that sense. Come on, it took me 6 months to read the Silmarillion. It took me 3 months to read The Hobbit. But if I really, really like a book, if the book really sells me and the story's really good, like the Tear series by Philip A. Farmer. They're short books, but I read them quickly. The Dragonlance novels 1 through 4, because the fourth one came out several years later after the one's release. I've read those fairly quickly of the first set of books. But this is Dungeon Crawler Carl. He is a man, his ex girlfriend's cat, a sadistic game show unlike any in the universe. Um, a dungeon crawl where the survival depends on killing your prey, and in the most entertaining ways possible. And so far, there are 7 books. I have read book 1 through 5. I'm on book 5 right now. I've read 1 through 4 in less than a week, or just barely a week. I started reading book 1 when I was in Rose City Comic Con, working a convention down there, and I then moved to working other shows after that. Um, but yeah, I started reading this on Saturday night, book 1, and then I just completed book 1 and just pretty much destroyed it and caused what you can call pink eye. I actually developed I have have an allergic condition when I get super eye strain, all that, it will cause a version of pink eyes, not conjunctivitis, but a version of it where I then have to take eye drops to fix it, and I've actually fixed it. So yeah, this is Dungeon Crawler Carl. I recommend it. It's recommend getting it and reading it. And then what we got here is a news announcement that was made a few weeks ago. Was it a few weeks ago? About a couple months ago. No, a few weeks ago. Yeah, August 21st. Universal International Studios buys Matt Dinniman's Dungeon Crawler Carl with Seth MacFarlane's Fuzzy Door and Chris Yost attached. So the exclusive is Universal International Studios and Seth MacFarlane's Fuzzy Door are set to develop a TV adaptation, and I hope it's animation, not an actually live action. I mean, live action would be great, but you couldn't get the details in correctly with the live action that you can with animation. Matt Dinniman's adaptations of Dungeon Crawler Carl. Chris Yost, the best known for writing Thor Ragnarok, which Thor Ragnarok was good. He could have done the Game Master a little bit better, and the Game Master is a great MCU character in the MCU universe, but they could have done him slightly better. Disney Plus's Mandalorian, now, which is good. Mandalorian was a good series, and UAS is which part of the Universal and Studio Group grabbed the rights to the novel, which described a highly competitive situation where the USG's creativity acquisitions and the IP management team and the key role in the key details. Dinniman's Indies novel Dungeon Crawler Carl has sold more than 1 million copies initially and have been self-published as an ebook and an audiobook. 5 sequels have followed. At this point, it's actually 6. And Dinniman has raised major sums in the Kickstarter published special editions. He has recently signed a publishing deal with Penguin Random House and will have hardcover versions of the books released in August 27th. Correct. I know there's book 1 through 3 that has been released, but I don't know about books about 4, 5, and 6 yet. There is some special stuff that's in the book that are in book 1 through 3. The novel set in the world where aliens invasion has wiped out most of humanity, and the survivors are forced to fight for their lives in a sadistic intergalactic game show. Close, but not quite. There's more to it. Coast Guard vet Carl finds himself paired with his ex-girlfriend, stuck-up, tiara-wearing, award-winning show cat Princess Donut, the Queen Anne Chunk, as they try to survive to the end of the world, fighting the monsters and aliens and an insane AI, even other survivors. From MacFarlane's Fuzzy Door, the project joins in slate also includes a Peacock's Ted, an adaptation of the graphics novel series Shroud College, and revealed a revival of Herman Wonk's classic American novel, war novel, The Winds and War, both of which are Universal companies, are also for Universal. The company's multi-layered deal with the Universal, through which the comedy Ted was launched in January, which I think Ted, I don't know if it's shown on Tubi or what's it showing on? Excuse me. Or Peacock. I can't remember which one. I think I paid for Peacock because I want to watch Ted, and I actually enjoyed it. Wasn't as great as the movies, but it was still a good series overall. Again, more reviews. I'm excited to share this crazy story with a much wider audience, said Dinniman. I think it's found a great home at the Fuzzy Door and Universal International Studios. There is a Dungeon Crawler Carl Reddit page. I recommend going to it to get some of the fan information going. Watch out for feet, by the way. Kelsey Balance, the SVP Global Script Series of UIS, said Dinniman was a world builder, a truly original voice. Dungeon Crawler Carl captures the enthusiasm of fans across the world. We cannot wait to drive into this world. with Matt, our parent Fuzzy Door, and the brilliant Chris Yost, sorry, would to bring the universe to the screen. Matt captures a genre bending and its best with his laugh out loud, emotional, gut wrenching characters. Added Fuzzy Door president Erica Huggins. That coupled with a semi grounded but unique sci fi world of Dungeon Crawler Carl takes place and makes a deal with the Fuzzy Door projects. Oh, look at the advertisement. Dinneman's a writer, artist, musician. He plays the bass. Authored several books, presented with the WME, Seth Fisher, and the Gilbert Company, Matthews and Sugarman. Yes, yeah, Yost is credit for the live action Cowboy Bebop. Oh, he should not be credited for that one. That's just horrible. He also worked on Seth Rogen's Tales of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Wrote the feature adaptation for How to Steal a Planet. Okay. Confluence Justin Seaman, and his represented by so and so, so and so. So that is yeah. So I recommend to go and read this series. You can read it on Kindle right now. If you have an unlimited Kindle account, you can also read it on. I got a notification. Steve Bro. Oof. Yeah. So I definitely recommend reading it. I've actually. I'm like I said, I'm on book 5, The Masquerade, The Butcher's Masquerade. It is funny. It is definitely creative. It is definitely something that you would not expect anybody to produce in the sense. So, yeah, I recommend it. Now, the other review that I have going, I just went and saw the movie Transformers 1. I think it's how it's pronounced, right? Let's have a look. Yeah, Transformers 1. What do I have to say about this movie? I liked it. It was definitely a nice creative beginning to a show. I don't know if they're going to try to turn this into an actual series. Um, it definitely does. It's definitely a remake of anything. So, whatever you know from Transformers, forget it. Just go into this not knowing and try to forget the Transformers history. That's the best way to put it. You want to forget everything historic about Transformers, and start off with your own thought in mind. The everything's kind of cool, kind of lovable. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend a matinee. I don't know about full price, but matinee for sure. It is a good afternoon or early evening movie to watch. Kid friendly. Semi-violent, but violent is relative because it's a cartoon. It's based off of cartoon series. Um, I think I'll be shocked if you don't see new toys for this one. Um, but I liked it. I thought it was really good. I'm planning to go see a movie tomorrow. I'm gonna go see Killing Game or Killer's Game. Um, yeah, Killer's Game. My I generally go see movies with my sister because her and I are roughly in the same idea. Um, and she's gonna go see uh, Don't Let Go. I'm planning on seeing that either Sunday or Monday. I was gonna go and get her opinion about Don't Let Go, but she, kind of beat me to the punch. Um, let's see what else I have. I'm gonna review. That's worth reviewing. I've seen the early reviews for Dragon Age Veilguard. Um, I'm on the fence for it. I'm hoping it has the same feel that you got from Baldur's Gate 3, where your choices make the difference and you're not trying to be swayed in a specific pattern or a specific idea. And that's one way person put it, is that Baldur's Gate 3 allowed you, through your own decision, through your own choices, to pick the relationships, the identity, the movement of the game. And I kind of like that from the original Dragon Age series. I played all Dragon Age 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3. And I mean, to give an example, I mean, let's see here if I can find it. I might have to look it up somewhere else. All right, so Dragon Age Origins. I currently on my Steam have only 79 hours. Dragon Age 2, according to Steam, I haven't played it at all. Dragon Age Inquisition, I haven't played it at all. But if you go to my EA account, let's load EA. Let's see if EA will load. There we go. Let's see here. All right. For Dragon Age Inquisition, according to this, I have over 650 hours and 56 minutes. Library, please. Dragon Age 2. Doesn't have my time on that one. The reason why I think for Dragon Age 2 it doesn't have time is because I played the game prior to all these things coming out. I bought Mass Effect on Steam when I found out that it was a Steam application. So yeah, I've played all the Dragon Age series from Dragon Age 1 to 3, obviously, and have over 600 hours in each game. And really super enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. All right. What we got going on over here? All right. Yeah. Okay. So apparently I got YouTube to function, and that's awesome. That's great. And I know I don't expect a whole lot of people starting off and everything, but I will at least try to get more people than my son does have watching. And let's see what we're talking about. Oh yeah, we're talking about procrastination. Yeah, I started that on LiveJournal. I think the conversation about procrastination. I have to get back to that again. So, with that, next time. Yeah, next time we'll get back to procrastination next time. So, you guys have a good one.